Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Since last time I've done pretty much nothing, to be honest with you. I've made a few traps. I've got a small plan in mind. I do need to go back to the party camp and get rid of a party member I've took with us, or something's not going to work.
I guess I really don't know how to ask you this.
What's Alistair want?
No, I suppose not. I just thought...
Writings, certain hosts are better than others. The more...
how do I say this?
I have no idea.
Easier, but every time I'm around you, I feel as
What
if
happened
my
there?
head's about to explode. I can't think straight.
I don't understand why Morgan came in there. Well,
Oh, I
thanks
don't
for that.
mean it like that. I mean... Alright, let me start over. Here's the thing. Being near you makes me crazy. But I can't imagine being without you. Not ever. I don't know how to say this another way.
Oh, he's professing his
I want to
love.
spend the night with you, here, in the camp. Maybe this is too fast.
I'm just
don't
confused
know,
as to why the Morgan voice line came in.
I know what I feel.
It's a little
I
sudden,
wanted to
Alistair.
wait for the perfect time, the perfect place, but when will it be perfect? If things were, we wouldn't even have met. We sort of stumbled into each other. And despite this being the least perfect time, I still found myself falling for you, in between all the fighting and everything else. I really don't want to wait
No
anymore.
dice.
I've never done this before. You know that. I want it to be with you. While we have the chance. In case...
Oh, I don't want to do this.
Can't say I'm not a little disappointed. But I guess I can respect your decision. This was a little crazy, wasn't it?
Not really. There will be another time.
Good. I don't want this to come between us. Let's move on then. We've got a long way to go yet.
There'll be another time, Alistair. Somebody fell to the floor. Who fell over? Why did you chime in, Morrigan? So I'll have to fix Alistair's approval rating now. Still loves us. He still loves us even though I told him no.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there we go.
That's
That'll do.
very nice.
Anyway, back on what the actual fucking plan is. Is to go buy trap triggers.
Yes.
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 I'll just do that for now. I'll be back with a few shops. Yeah, I don't even know how best bet of trap triggers is, to be honest with you. General market maybe? Go to Ozma. I know I think I can get a few trap triggers from the Ozma shops. Pardon me. Ooh, encounter. What are we getting? Please be the one I want. Fucking Tegrin again.
You have coin, stranger?
I've never wanted to
Fine weapon
murder
and
a
arms,
dwarf
dwarven
as
mage.
much. But he has trap triggers. Height does. Worth it. I'll take some more metal shards and I'll take another 30 odd metal shards. I don't think I need anything else though. I'm pretty good at everything else we need. Okay, what does that do for us? Looking at it now. So for one of the reasons I want the traps, an awful lot of fire traps will do. 52 we're at. So we're close, we're close. We're very close. Right, trap trigger salesman in here. Can't remember if it's down, the one down here, or if it's the one in the fucking commons.
You're the best wrangler I trust, Vala.
I'm
Darren?
only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right.
Right, what do you sell? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Small brilliant crystal. Right, we'll quickly go down to Dust Town. So I think there's a few more down there I can get. And when we get to where we're going to use these, I'll explain what the idea is behind it all. So we'll be using this for 2 bosses. This little technique. It's not me normal method. It's not my preferred method. Who's the shop down here?
What do you think of that new King Balin, huh?
Just like any other noble.
I can't remember who the shop is down here.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go...
Well, I'm real tight with your face.
Don't...
Couple of dead
What
notes.
was that reek?
So you're the one. Do you know what you've done? Jarvia was no paragon, but she looked after her own.
I mean, fair
Even the
enough, we'll
nobles
sort this out, I
wouldn't
guess.
cross her. If you think we're gonna let you waltz around like you own the place, you're wrong. For Jarvia, attack!
For Javia, we die? That's all that's gonna happen here, dude. I mean, what's wrong? I lose my mouth more often than I dare say on everything.
So I shall.
Who's the fucking shop down here? There's a Rogek.
I'm holding off on any new shipments until this surface war is done.
I could have sworn there was a shop down here. There is, Alamar's Emporium. I thought the fucking was, it's here. I swear. Losing me fucking marbles. Right, Alimar.
Back. You got more... Of course.
What you got? Perfect, I'll just buy 99. I mean, he does have a constant stock of 99 trap triggers. As well as some of the traps I actually want, to be honest with you. We'll pick them up. I can't remember if I use a bot yet. Caltrop traps are good. I'll take Caltrop. The rest of them's pretty much fucking useless for what I've got them. For what I've got in store for them. Right. I do use the acidic traps. I thought I did.
Lovely.
Alright. So I'll head off to where I want to be now. Instead of pissing about and fucking awesome. Leave the dealings with the dwarves in the dark days. Yakunka Queen. I thought that commoner was buck naked. Barking like a chicken. So obviously I'm going to do this my way. I will explain the other ways.
You must know that murder is wrong, I assume.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
win.
Think
You
the
must know
tower
murder is
going to
wrong.
get back to what it was, Win.
I don't know.
Even though we've committed
Great number of
God knows how much murder on this fucking quest, Win, but you don't seem to care about that cunt, do you? Fucking nosy bitch. Right. Off we go, laddie. Right, aye. What's up, Sir John Duval? Right. So we're gonna head to Flemmeth's hut now. I could be continuing on with the story, you know, go and look at the brother Genitivi, but I don't want to. I want to finish the first of many companion quests. Wait, it's the second companion quest, but the first that actually takes some doing. I'm just knocking on the door. Really no encounter? Right, so let me park you on hold here. So normally, if I was going to do this the standard way and fight Flemmeth, the battle takes place on this lovely little plateau over here. And normally I just have Alistair over here tanking by himself, high fire resist, while I have a mage and 2 archers over here. You can abuse the force field magic. Does anybody have it? I don't think I taught it to Win or Morrigan yet. Force field. No, Morrigan will have it. Force field. Completely immune to damage, but they cannot move. So you just force field Alistair repeatedly. He takes no damage, keeps his taunt up, yada yada yada. My way of doing this is completely different. So there is an area over here where Flemmeth is going to go, and it's about here, where I'm running a lovely little circle. And what you do is you just chunk traps, fire traps, shrapnel traps, acidic traps, soul rot. It takes on average about 50 traps.
Lovely.
Now obviously Flemmeth's about to turn into a giant fire breathing dragon. But Flemmeth isn't a technical dragon, so she's not immune to fire. She doesn't have 75% fire resist, so the flame traps will hurt her. But to save you the boredom of me sitting here very slowly putting the traps out, I'm going to get them all laid out, and we will come back when it's done. So it'll be 2 seconds for yous and about 20 minutes for me. So we'll cut to when I'm done. Right, we're done. Finally got all the traps laid. As you can see, I've got a lovely little glowing white circle here. It's a nice, just a mixture of fire, soul rot, shock, freeze, acidic, and a couple of large shrapnel for good measure. Now obviously Flemmeth, I mean I've been alluding to fighting dragons the entire game. Flemmeth turns into a dragon, but she isn't a natural dragon, so she doesn't have any fire resist, which I've not gone over before. I think Alistair's probably my best. Yeah, on resistance, resistance caps out at 75% in this game. So dragons have a natural 75% fire resistance. So fire traps don't work, which is why I've put like 20 odd fire traps up there for Flemmeth.
And so
She isn't a natural dragon. No natural
Lovely
resist.
Morrigan has at last found someone willing
So,
to dance
we'll see if
to
this
her
works.
tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
Judge still silent and died.
How
You old
disappointing.
hag.
You think you're the first to come, full of righteousness and bluster. If only that were so. From you, I expected more. It is a dance poor Flemmeth knows well.
Sorry to disappoint
Let us
Flemmeth.
see if she remembers the steps. Come, she will earn what she takes.
As you can see,
I'd have it no other way.
Flemmeth goes up onto the vantage. Turns into a big scary dragon. And dies. Instantly. 2 of the traps. There was... I make the mistake every time. I still have traps on the floor.
And so I shall.
And friendly fire is possible. Tell you what, we're going to... There we go. We've got a key so we can get into the hut now, and we can finally open that locked chest from way back when in the beginning of the game. So we'll get that popped open now. And we'll see what's in it.
As you desire.
So, Flemmeth's Grimoire, which is what we wanted for Morrigan. Root of the Wilds, which is I mean, it's not terrible stuff. And the Robes of Possession unique to Morrigan, which I possibly will be using, because it is just Morrigan's robe design from her base starting robes. And now, and Mojon over here, and if I can get the angle right, I should be able to pick my trap up. There we go, we'll take that back with us. And that's Flemmeth the Shapeshifter. Now, obviously, before we go back to camp, what makes using the trap so easy for Flemmeth and the other dragon we'll be doing it on is they have fixed spawns. Flemmeth will always go to that exact spot up here every time to start the fight. Guaranteed. It's always here. And the one that we'll be fighting later on, once obviously we get to that point and I put the traps down, that always lands in the exact same spot as well. So it makes it really simple to just bump, Get your traps ready in place for them landing. But as soon as we're back with the Grimoire, poor Morrigan there, waiting for us.
You have returned from the wilds, alive. What news have you?
So before we go through this, you do have an option with Flemmeth where you can pretend you've killed Flemmeth, take the Grimoire and the robes and give them to Morrigan.
Dead.
But
You
we killed her.
actually managed it? I barely dared to hope 'twas even possible. And the real Grimoire, did you find it?
Gotta tell you, baby.
So here it is.
You can't keep it for yourself and Morrigan
Fantastic.
just gets pissed with you.
And
And it's just
thank
stuck in
you
your inventory, you can't do
For
anything with
helping
it.
me, no one has ever... Thank you.
You're welcome.
We are hopefully free of any further pressing obligations involving my protection. Let us return to the road, shall we?
And there you go. That is Morrigan's companion quest done. Morrigan already loved us anyway. But let's check out these robes of possession, which are just so much better than any other robes we're going to get for it, and it just puts her back in her standard fit. And we can pass the senior enchanter robes to her, and we'll just get rid of them. I don't care about them anymore. And there's Morrigan back in the standard robes now. Oh, I've got to check out the stuff, didn't we? So Root of the Wilds, it's obviously not as good as the Staff of the Magister Lord, why would it be? Maybe some Wind? No. Winter sounds still better.
I wish to ask a question of you.
Oh, here we go. Some more
I
dialogue.
wish to know your opinion of love.
My opinion.
You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been close for
That is
some
something I
time
did
now.
skip. I
You are
did skip
impressive
the
in many ways, and you
sex
even
scene between
protected me from
myself and
Flemmeth
Morgan
without
had
hope
happened
reward.
out of the blue one day.
I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. 'Tis a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the
I
same.
mean, I'll be honest with you, I skipped it just because it was easier than censoring it, to be
Then we
fair.
are both fools, and we need to do something immediately. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness for us both.
Love is not a weakness.
You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool. This is for your own good. I am not like other women. I am not worth your distraction, and you are not worth mine.
You are worth my destruction, Morgan.
You are impossible. Have it your way, but I will tell you truly now. You will regret it in the end.
What do you think,
Your
Morgan?
desire. We are in camp, so 'tis as
I
good
don't
a
think I've
time
actually
as
gone through
any.
the companion
What's
line yet.
this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely.
Humour me.
Oh, it's humor you desire. I didn't realize comedy had anything to do with this.
What if we do
How
it wrong?
true. Let us do it right, then.
Then Morgan is the interest I picked. Ta-da! Does Alistair still love us?
Your desire.
So obviously you want
We're in
somebody's...
camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
You can, ta-da. You can pretty much get all the dialogue options out of them. I might just do a camp dialogue option day to day, actually. Pick up some party quests. I don't think I need any of these anymore. So obviously this chest here, it says I'm selling it, I'm not. It's just a storage chest with plenty of storage for all of my shit that I like to carry around while playing this game. I also made a lot of poisons between now and last time. It says 64 grow grow poisons, and we do not require the warmth bombs. I need to give that Andraste's Grace to... Where the fuck is she? Liliana. She needs that.
Flowers? For me?
Because this is
They
a
smell lovely,
unique
And
gift.
there's something so familiar about them.
As winds
were my
raving in
mother's
the background
flowers.
there.
She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
So that's what? That's Alistair's and Morrigan's party quest.
Look, I
What do you want to say?
appreciate that you brought me to see my sister, and that you.
This is the
well,
dialogue that was
you were
supposed
there
to trigger
talk me down after we left. You're
before.
a true friend, and I love you. I just wanted to tell you that.
I don't feel the same way, I'm afraid.
I guess I mixed up one feeling for another.
Sorry, Alistair.
I thought you. I didn't mean to make this awkward.
It's fine, we can be
Good.
friends.
I have no problem.
And he only disapproves -10. So you're just back to friendly. Back in your canal, Alistair.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
So with him at 10. Wait, friendly. Most people are neutral apart from Morrigan, obviously, who loves me because it's Morrigan. Why wouldn't she? I have done her.
It'll do, sure.
I've done her quest. So we'll talk to Shale after what happened at Ozma.
Shale of House Kadash. Is that who I once was?
And this is why you
I
bring
find
Shale to
this
Ozma.
difficult to believe.
I'll find
My
it difficult
envious
to believe.
imagination. If I was this Shale of House Kadash, as Carradine said, there must be some evidence of my existence remaining. I must find it.
Perhaps there are records
There
in
is
Ozma.
another way.
Is there?
What Carradine said, it has allowed me to remember one thing. I believe I know where Kadash Taig is.
We can go there if you
This
like.
offer is appreciated. I will mark the location on its map. If we can journey there soon, I am most curious as to what we will find.
Bam. So that's Shale's party quest. Let's go down to Sten now, who just really doesn't like us apparently in his tiny little fucking tent.
Why are we stopping?
I think we
There
should
are
talk for a minute.
darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you alright?
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Tell me about your people. Please.
People are not simple. They cannot
Come
be
on.
summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Thanks. So
I
you're in
am.
the army. Why did you
The
send soldiers?
Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world.
You didn't answer
No,
my
I
question.
didn't.
Fought
I
the
have
what?
always fought in war, elf. Some of them. They aren't all alike. Generally, I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
What's your
What
hurry,
a strange
Sten?
language you speak. You say hurry where I would say duty.
Never
As
mind.
you wish. You called.
The more you talk to your party members, say, why were you
I
in prison?
caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
What
I
happened?
came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident,
we come
seeing
there?
nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I
Okay,
saw the
we go.
last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
What happened
I
to
am
the other
told no
Kunari?
others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke, I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
He's probably dropped it.
Perhaps I searched for it, and when that failed, I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And then...
I killed them. With my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
You could get another sword, my dude.
Have no souls as we know them. Convenient for you. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was
And now
sent
we find
to
out
the
about the
Beresad.
sword.
I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Can we
If I
search
knew
for
where
it?
to look, it would be in my hand now.
Well, where did you find
Near
that
Lake
spot?
Calenhad.
We'll find it, my
Perhaps
dude.
those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
And now we've got the sword of the Beresad. I mean, obviously, Shields is premium content because he's DLC, but locate 10 swords, a companion quest. Who we got left? Oggy?
There you are. Wanted to talk to you.
Oh, what about
you
Oggy?
and I, you know how sometimes you spend time with people and things.
Take your
I
time, what
was
is it?
thinking, I do know some people out here on the surface. A person, actually. The girl I knew in Orzammar. Before I left, obviously.
A girl you know or a girl you knew?
You mean, were we rutting? Oh, aye. After Bronco left for the deep roads.
I love that the dwarfs
Name's
call her Rutton.
Felsi. She was a fiery one. I'm sure she's forgiven me by now. Thought maybe I'd track her down. See how she's been living.
Do you know where to find
I
her?
tried to look her up the last time we were at Lake Calenhad. She wasn't at work at the inn. At home with her sick mother,
I don't remember taking Ogden to Lake
It was
Calenhad,
just the ancestors telling me something.
but you know, whatever.
I keep thinking
We can
about
take 'em.
her.
We can go back, don't worry, man.
And a good friend you are, Warden. I'll think about you if we ever... no, actually, that would be gross.
Yeah, don't do that, Oggy.
What was it you wanted to say?
I love how I just ask him to
Aye.
leave. Second companion quest, Ogden's Old Flame. Now, we'll do Zevran's next.
I've a question.
Zevran doesn't even have a fucking tent. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this
I'm
is all
surprised
very
Success
fine
don't
and
actually
well.
talk to the companions
My
in the camp, to be
question
honest with
pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
you. Why would I do anything
I
with you?
imply nothing specific, of course. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
Gotta be careful with
Indeed.
Zevran.
I might even be glad to
Zevran's
call
a horn
myself
dog.
such. come
He
to
will
think
sleep
of
with
it. It is good to
male
know
or
what my
female.
options might be.
He's
but
great.
that is for another time. For now, we have much to
Can
do, yes?
Yeah, like
What
talking
say
to you
you?
again. I want to discuss something
This
personal.
should be good. What would you like to discuss?
Nothing.
What say you?
I can't remember how to get his fucking companion quest. Which is really embarrassing. Oh, how do I do his companion quest again? Shouldn't be hard, if I remember rightly. Oh no, I need to find something for him. I think he doesn't actually have a companion quest, if I remember rightly. I need to find an item. I'm talking to the wrong person, man.
I must say that traveling with you has opened my eyes to how wrong some are about the daily.
It's her I want to
You are
talk
not
to.
at all savage.
Our
and
French
have not
bard.
seen you snatch away women and children without provocation. If my
We're
people
often
were more
misunderstood.
open to interacting with yours, we could do away with such misperceptions.
Close-minded individuals on both sides.
Folk talk about how wonderful it must be to live simpler lives, close to the earth. They could learn from the Dalish.
We do
How
live quite close to
marvelous
the
that
earth.
must be. I have met
Oh
very
yeah,
few elves,
dirt at me toes all
and
the time.
those that I have met were pledged to the service of Orlesian nobles.
I couldn't live
Elven
like that.
servants are well compensated for their services. Some of them live richer lives than humans. A well-trained elven servant is highly valued in Orlais. They are nimble and dexterous, and many people find them pleasing to look at.
A prize-winning animal.
I did not mean it that way. Oh, my words were clumsily chosen. I did not mean to offend. I am sorry.
It's
Thank
okay,
you.
man.
You have given me a lot to think about.
Don't worry about it, Liliana.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk about something.
What's on your mind?
What would
What
someone
is
like you
meant
be
by
doing in
someone like
Lotherin's
me?
chantry?
Did
Don't
you
teach you how
think
to
I was
fight?
always a cloistered sister? The chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who
Some
seek
of them you have
I
to go
chose
through
stay
dialogue
and
options
become
to
a friend.
actually get
I was a traveling
fair
minstrel
quests,
in Orlais.
unfortunately.
Tales and songs were my life. I performed,
Which is what I'm gonna
and
do
they
now.
rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? You of course. Let's move on.
Let's see here. Let's talk to you
Something I
again.
can help with?
Talk to you about something.
What's on your mind?
You were. I heard that in Orlais, minstrels are
Where did
often
you hear this?
spies. Someone told me
And
long
you
ago.
believe everything you hear? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
And the bards are
Bards
spies.
are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are. Nobles mostly. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite.
This
and
is
in public,
this is
they
why I
wear
don't talk to
smiling
them very often for
faces
the
and
companion
pretend to
quest.
be civil.
But for the sake of this, we will
They
do it.
plot and scheme to destroy each other.
But
It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
You were a bard,
I
weren't
have
you?
revealed too much, it seems. But it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past. I
Why were you living in Ferelden?
found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to see the Maker brought me here. Something I can help with?
Can I?
Yes? What's on your
What
mind?
have we got next? Right, so
It's been a long day. Rest. Rest.
this is going to take a little bit of doing to get different things to trigger. You
Yes,
alright, Morgan?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
Thanks to the mod you're in, you're there. No, you're a person.
Very funny. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is
How long?
always something else to do.
How
And
long have
I
you lived
to
for,
keep
Win?
going in order to
Do I have to worry here?
I think
Got
I
a
will be
vampire on the
glad
team?
when I am done.
I'll say those things, we still need you.
I'm not the sort of person that leaves things unfinished.
I mean, I
I'll see
don't
this
need you
through,
at all,
I
technically, because I don't use you.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
That was Connor.
Ah, yes, Connor, of course. The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped.
Bitch, I lived in the
It was
wilds.
the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
You're a great mage. You
Every
would never
mage
become an
is vulnerable,
abomination.
no matter how accomplished or
Abomination.
That is the
Abomination.
first thing we learn.
Phenomenon.
And overconfidence can lead to recklessness. One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what they
That's
say.
just life, innit?
Of
You have
late,
doubts?
I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured.
Electroshock.
Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
One retains
Yes,
one's humanity,
it
one's
is
not an
madness
abomination.
and cruelty that define
I just turned my fucking...
abominations. If those
My
are
PC
lacking,
just turned into
if the
fucking
mage
Marvel.
remembers the person
Speaking
they truly
Shakespearean.
are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Don't worry, Win. You old bag of bones. Yeah, so Evan doesn't technically have a companion's quest. His little thing will trigger later. So, now I want Win.
Yes.
I want Liliana. And I suppose it doesn't matter between Ogren and Sten for the time being. So I'm going to take Alistair instead. I'm going to travel to Soldier's Peak. I'll take both Ogren and Sten with us to the Lake Callahan docks and do both their quests at the same time. Party camp, get rid of one. And we'll fight now where I don't have my recommended party, my normal party. Thankfully Alistair still fucking handles everything. Oh, got her up off over there. Wait, dark spot. It's only a dark spot out there. That's not as fucking fun, is it? There we go.
Truly, it is.
Do. Get stuck on a fucking corner. I presume why that one just stood so far fucking back. That he's not even in the battle. Like, are we supposed to be scared of these? Whoop. Get rid of those traps. There we go. Don't want anybody getting stabbed. Bam. There's a lovely little dark spawn ambush fucking taken care of there.
And so I shall.
Don't think these have anything on us that I particularly care about, to be honest. I'll take the death route that's over there though. Death route always comes in handy. Dabbling in take the death route. Always comes in handy dabbling in a wee bit of poison.
As you desire.
Come on. Does an alpha longsword, right? And he was shooting us with a fucking bow. Are you gonna swing a sword at us? Are you gonna shoot us with a bow but swing a sword at us at the same time? Let's come firing a fucking trebuchet. Let's firing swords at us willy-nilly.
Of course.
And this is boom, there we go. Poor wind collapses. Oh no. She old.
I fell.
I fell into deep water. Yeah, bish.
For a moment there, I thought it was all over. Everything.
Oh, what? Oh.
I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time.
So we get to talk to Win again when we're back at the camp.
Lovely.
Progress her quest a little bit further. Now there is one more I'm hoping for. I am going to walk between Soldier's Peak and Flemmeth's Hut till I get it. believe I've done everything right that I needed to do. So we'll back down to Flemmeth Hut now. Have I not triggered a dialogue option? To be fair though, I could. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go back to the camp. We'll talk to Win. Might as well get
I
her
lied to
progressed.
you, you know, about why I left.
Ah, here we go.
I didn't feel
Why?
like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect
Why
us.
you leave?
Maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Miss Giller, how are you, cry?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the
Marjolaine,
bardic
what a
arts,
name that is,
how
mind
to
you.
enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I
And
enjoyed
this
what I
pushes
did.
Liliana's
You can say
companion
it was my
quest.
fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
Important
It
documents.
turns out that they were. My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed
I
to
do
know
think
what
this,
was in those
what she's
letters.
on about, is actually included in
Marjolaine
the
had been selling
DLC.
all kinds of information
Um,
about Orlais to other countries.
Which
Nivara
we
and
might do,
Antiva among
along with
others.
Awakenings.
It was treason.
I know it's definitely what I want to do, is Ogren dances in the background there.
My life as Bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught.
Oh
Orlais has
no.
been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
Liliana's fucking huge. She's massively tall. What do
I
you
should
mean?
have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
Ah, who's they?
The Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a
Liliana,
traitor's
spy
punishment I
master.
endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
How did you
The
go?
skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw
It's
the
hard to believe that
opportunity.
she's been on
I
the
did
run
not
in all
seek
years and never
Marjolaine
sent
out.
anyone looking for her.
If she thought
to
I
be
was
honest.
coming for her, she would have me caught again.
And you came to Ferelden,
I
to
was tempted to
Lothering.
confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her?
Put an hour
And
in
so I
ahead.
fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
Thank you for
It feels
trusting me
good
with
to
this.
have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
No bother.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Guess I think the fuck? She fell down and wins dancing. She boogalooing.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden? Then you became a Grey Warden out of necessity.
No. Win,
But Duncan
no.
must
I want to
also
talk
have
about what
seen
happened to you
something
out on the
special in
path.
you. The Order does not take in recruits just to save their life. You must be proud to be able to represent your tribe and the Dalish
No,
as a
we're
Grey
not talking about
Warden.
me. We're here to talk about you. Well, that
Sometimes
tests
it
my
gives me
steel
comfort
and
to
battle,
think that
my
everything
steely
will
resolve.
end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Talking about what
I
happened.
must ask, What does being a Grey Warden? There's that of ultimately. Being a Grey Warden is about serving others. It is the Guardian who serves, not the one who is being guarded. Or did you think?
I never thought of it that way.
It is you who serve.
That makes sense.
The king who does not do this. But
I'm just skipping that.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
Morgan and
Well,
me?
she's hardly discreet. The way she looks at you, it's as though she's completely forgotten there's anything of you above the waist.
It's part of a
I've
charm.
noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. She is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends.
I don't even think you have to make Morgan a blood mage for it to say she's a Maleficar. There's more to us than
I am
that.
telling you what I see and what my instincts tell me. And even if the feelings you share are genuine, this affair may not be the best thing for either of you. You are a Grey Warden. You
I'll
have
give all in.
responsibilities, which love is A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving.
Making this sound
Nothing
things
is
was
certain.
more dire than they are.
Not in these times. You can't.
I'll consider what you have said.
I have given my. What's on your mind?
There we go.
Oh, yes, and thank you for asking. I'm feeling much better
God,
today.
we just didn't want to shut up.
Well, thank you for your kind.
Am I going to actually be able
What's on
to?
your mind?
Am I actually going to have to? Oh, man. Seriously? Give us you, you, and you.
Yes.
I swear to God, they make these fucking companion quest triggers so fucking stupid sometimes. Another random map encounter.
You truly think you can face me?
Now this one is a fun one. You don't actually have to kill everything here. You know, see the assassin lady up there. You can just go straight after him, and that will suffice. The battle will end if you just beat him. But why do I want to miss out on experience? I'll kill you, and you. Push my sword down your throat. I'll kill you, and you. Gonna feed you to my goat.
Stop. Don't kill him.
Okay, Liliana or somebody killed him.
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl.
Look at
Deal
his
with
lovely
the others
red
as we
armor.
pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me?
Who was trying to kill
I
Liliana?
don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. It wasn't me that wanted
Look,
you
I've already
dead,
made a deal with one assassin. I
but
don't want to
know
make a
how
deal
you
with
can
another
find
one.
the one who does.
So what's the
Never
name?
found out. Got the feeling the man I spoke to was doing someone else's bidding too. I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thanks, geezer.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
I think we should kill him.
But she said I could.
Sorry, time to die. That has no negative impact on Liliana's approval rating.
Marjolaine. It has to be.
It's the only time you can kill somebody that
Maybe someone saw me.
Liliana doesn't
Maybe
want you to, and
she's
it doesn't
finally
affect
found
you.
me and wants to finish what she started.
Let's go to dinner room.
Perhaps it's time to
Confront
settle
her.
this score for good.
Kill the bitch. The fuck? It says he's lootable. Oh, only his leg is. Mage Bane and Soldier's Bane. Some nice poisons off him there. I don't care for anything else here. So, back out to the world map. We'll continue to the Peak of Soldiers. And then I'll go to the party camp. And hopefully I can fucking do Wynn's dialogue options. So all in all, not much has happened in this episode apart from me walking between two fucking points. I mean, we killed the dragon, I suppose.
I think
Oh, here we
I
go.
owe you an explanation for what happened to you.
It's because Liliana's thing fucking bugged her.
You should know that
I had two trigger at once.
something happened to me at the tower before you came along. Remember my apprentice, Petra? She encountered a demon in the tower. It would have killed her had I not intervened.
What did
I
you do?
saved her life that day, but I did not survive that encounter with the demon.
But you're standing right
Let me
there.
explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. Took
Drained and
everything I had
used.
to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my
Beat,
life
beat.
ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness.
Sounds like
And
home.
then I sensed a presence
Sounds like my
enfolding
ideal
me and
night.
cradling me,
Sound,
whispering
peace, and impenetrable
quietly to
darkness.
me. The sensation
Apart
is
from the noise of me fucking
impossible to describe.
gecko falling
I was
all the time
being
because it's a dozy cunt.
held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
This is an
The
amazing
Fade
story.
contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known because they want nothing from themselves, unlike the demons.
Except
It
this
was one of
benevolent
these
spirit wanted the
spirits
body of
that
a
saved
6-year-old.
me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me even now, bonded to me. You see, I am
Bondage,
supposed
dear.
to be dead.
Tied
It
up
is the
with rope.
spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this.
So we've
but
got a
it is
walking, talking,
weakening
undead
gradually.
abomination in our
I
day.
am living on borrowed time.
And we'll make the best
Yes,
of that time.
That we will.
So unfortunately,
What's on your mind?
you have to do that.
I have always had an
To
affinity
get the
for
dialogue options
spirits
for
of
her
the Fade.
companion quest.
As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
What about
I could
demons?
sense the demons too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them.
And this
as
is why
I
she's a
nurtured
spirit
my
healer.
talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Peep and Tom. Ha, creepy.
Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think
Alien
it is a
form.
spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not.
just that good
it
feeling.
always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me.
Fucking Wynn knows how
and
to
was
babble.
guarding me, for want of a better word.
You're very
There
lucky.
were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
Such a
I
personal
don't know why I
protectorate.
was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me.
More
I
in
like
store.
to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
Glad you think travelling with me is worthy of your time.
In a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger wagging.
And I'll shove me dagger into your eye.
You know, I think you'll be all right.
Bitch.
Even without my help.
Right.
What's on your mind?
So that we
Cure
don't cure
me?
you.
What? Am I sick now?
I mean, death is
Even
an illness.
you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it.
What's efficient?
Child, your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone. And it is not something to fear.
Wynn's voice actor is great. I'm not fearing death, it's the
People
dying
fear
that scares me.
not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Are you
I
content?
think I've led a good life. A full life. And I, for one, am not afraid of death.
She's got the
whatever
most
it
talking
may
for a
bring.
companion quest
They
out of
say
everybody.
that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker.
I
And
swear.
after that, we'll see, won't we?
Talk to her
What's
again.
on your mind?
Do you have any
I try not
regrets?
to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past. of
Otherwise,
which
it couldn't
there
have all
are
just been one
many.
fucking dialogue
I
option,
would go
just
quite
go through it
mad
all at
if I did
once.
that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life. Made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
What did you do?
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages,
Ugh.
and he was very mistrustful of
And now we can
humans,
finally find out about the dream she had in the
especially
fucking
humans
theatre
in
as well.
authority.
Mages
All
treat
he
elves
knew
and
of
humans
the
alike.
humans was what he had seen in the alienage. He was very wary of us. What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home. Time to emerge from his shell.
To be fair, when we
so
get
he
to the
could
elven
build
illusion in
rapport.
Denham later on,
I
you'll understand
gave
why
him
elves
no
don't like
such
humans.
time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected
Well, like a
too much
pompous
from him
buffoon.
too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his
Oh,
talent
Wayne,
and his
hurry up.
potential
Jesus
just to be difficult.
Christ. Seems so
Age
unlike you.
and wisdom have mellowed me. I was quite different back then. Much more unforgiving. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
So what happened
Anarin
to
ran away from the circle
Anarin?
one night. I had berated him over
What
some
happened to Enema?
trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
He's dead
They
then.
called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death.
Got no
I
answers.
got
Say
no
that. Say
answers
no
from
answers from him.
I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
It's not your fault, Winnie.
Better. I had the
Winnie the Pooh.
They were
Winnie
kind,
the Pooh.
compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Anarin.
I
All
failed
I had
Enema.
to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he
The
did find the
Templars are
Dalish.
well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anaran benefited greatly
I mean, let's
from
be
the
honest, I'm a
lessons
Dalish elf. There's no
learned
Templars
from
getting
him. In a sense,
getting past the
he
Dalish
was
elves.
my
We just
teacher,
ping ping.
and I his student.
Pew pew. So there is a bright side.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
And that is our last companion quest, I believe. Stens, Ogrons, Lilianas, Winds, which we will do later on. We'll concentrate on them three first. And then we've got Shields. So, where am I out here? Soldier's Peak. So we'll grab 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So what we'll do here is we'll do Ogrons, start Stens, and then next time we'll do some more of Stens. Probably just do whatchamabobs. Yep, whatchamabobs.
Back off. I was
Shields.
here first.
And then we'll do Liliana's last. You haven't seen a sword
Why,
lying around, have you?
looking to buy one?
Only if it's a Qunari.
Q what?
Large and
Well,
weirdly.
honestly, I don't have any swords. The spot was picked pretty clean when I got here. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it. I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard,
So
if
yeah,
you
I
ask
told you we
me.
were going back to see
Which
Farron
he
later
didn't,
on.
but I said it anyway. He was
Where's
going
he
to
now?
Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him. Ah.
Ah. Alright, Scabby. Right, so.
See in whom?
In the warden.
Jealous, are we?
Jealous of him?
This is what most of the dialogue options,
course.
way the party pant is going to be now with
Man
Morgan in the
with
party,
women
as everyone's
fawning over
saying.
him. It must be very difficult for you to handle. I do not blame you your envy, however, especially considering that the chances of any woman who is not struck both blind and dumb of providing you the attention you crave is slight.
Quiet you. You can't get under my skin.
Were I you, I would simply give up all hope of knowing another woman at all. Or are you already? A wise move, if so.
Forget I said anything.
Trust me, dwarf.
Good old fucking Morgan there. Just giving everybody the fucking tongue. Telling everybody off.
There she is.
Bam.
I'm gonna go talk to her. Look, you gotta back me up here. Got it?
Of course.
Thanks, Warden.
Go get her.
Just be ready to pry her off when she throws herself at me. We don't want to make a scene here. Well, don't pry her off me too soon. I mean, a little scene's all right. Are you sure you're not a baker? 'Cause you got a sodding nice set of buns.
Akron, is that you?
Yeah, in the flesh, baby.
Ogren's like your creepy
What are you
drunk uncle.
doing
and-
here?
Just trying to kick back with a pint. Fighting Darkspawn's a lot of sodding work, you know?
You're fighting Darkspawn?
Trying
It
around
was
me
a
and
bit
got
of
him
pain,
single-handedly.
but It was a personal favor for the King of Orzammar, you understand?
The whole surface to choose from, and you just happened to come to my tavern?
Maybe.
Well,
Tell her it's
what?
fate.
Oh, right. It's fate, Felsi. What can I say?
Fate? The ancestors must have a sense of humor then.
Sure they do. You've had a good look at Lady Helmy, haven't you? If her face isn't a joke the ancestors are playing, I'm a Bronto's behind.
So, Lady Helmy must be a paragon of beauty then.
What have
I've
you been
been
thinking
thinking about you, Felsi.
What do you want, Ogren?
Nothing. Just thought I'd see how you were doing is all. Well, maybe that and grease up the Bronto, if you know what I mean.
Ogren's so
Well,
smooth.
you've seen me. You'll have to go back to Orzammar for the Bronto.
He's hot
If
there.
by fun you mean more likely to light farts on fire, yes.
Oh, well, it's been fun, Felsie. But I better go.
Wait, you're leaving? You just got here. I haven't called you a shaft rat yet.
Well, you can't keep
Shaft
the
rat.
archdemon waiting.
What the
Your
fuck is a
hurts
shaft
feelings,
rat?
It might just turn the whole blight around and go home. Nobody wants that.
Well, you don't need to fight it right now, do you? I mean, you could have a pint first. You could call me a surly Bronto. I could tell you that you smell like nug droppings.
I'll tell you what, I got some things I gotta do, but I'll come back for that pint when things are settled. You frigid deep stalker.
Fine, but you better not keep me waiting, you worthless copper-plated sword cast.
Wouldn't dream of it.
And there we go.
Come on back sometime, I'll find you the good ale. Well, the brown watery stuff that we call the good
I love how
ale.
we've just done all that for Ogren, and then his response is to pull a sword out and activate Berserk. No, you might want to be in her guts, but now's not a good time to turn into guts, you know what I mean? Right, so we can now head back to party camp, I believe. I say Ogren's quest just it gets ticked off, like it's done. Ogren's old flame. Learn about what happened, blah blah blah. Felsie's gonna forgive Ogren will start talking again, and that's it. That was Ogren's fucking quest. So we'll head back to the party camp and see if Ogren's got anything to say before we get our next party up and running. As Liliana falls down in the most uncomfortable fucking way possible by the looks of it.
I still got it.
Was
Were
that a
you
success?
watching? She could barely restrain herself. Might as well rest up while I can. You ready to go?
Let's go.
Aye. All right then.
Let's not hit the wrong button there. You can't just tell any of your party members to leave. I think the only ones you can't make leave is Alistair and Morrigan. Everybody else you can just pretty much dismiss. Let's see. So it'll be Morrigan.
Indeed.
Yes.
Sten.
Yes.
And Shale. So we'll head to the Frostback Mountains first. We'll go talk to Farron. We'll at least talk to Farron for the night before we thingy. We'll get the rest of Sten's party. Sten's companion quest underway first. I just missed a spell. No, I got the spell one, but awesome. This is the first time I brought Sten out for a run in a fucking while, actually. I don't like Sten. Sten's shit and slow and shit. So Farron, if you remember, is the one over here. And talk to Farron.
You're back, I see. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Kunari sword.
What? I'm sorry, I don't know what that...
Where is my sword?
I don't know what you mean, sir.
Give it to him, Farron.
I don't have it, I swear by Andraste's knickers. I sold it on the way here.
Who
A
to?
dwarf near Redcliffe. Dwyn, I think his name was.
Now we can go see Dwayne.
He's the one who has the sword, I promise you. Said he was a collector.
We'll see.
Oh,
What are you selling first and foremost, my dude? Shit? Probably all shit. Yeah, all fucking shit. Of course it is. Why would he sell anything interesting? What have I even got in my plate? Silversmith letter, Rigby's, the love letters. Oh, I can hand the love letters now, I've almost got enough. Glyph of Crebulage. I know what them do. The cut us off far too many corpse skulls and 2 schools of banister already. 1 notice of termination. Majia's K, which I don't need. Top sides, which I turned into a fucking blade already. And the contract for Captain Chase. Did I kill Captain Chase? No, I killed Captain Chase. And I got the reward for it, and then I killed fucking... Then I killed the dude, no, didn't I? Yeah. Now we'll head into this. We'll head down here. We'll not do shields today, but we'll at least get a move on
As you desire.
towards it. Obviously, Kadash Teeg is
The swamp witch and the grey.
the Swamp Witch and the Grey Warden. Fuck off, Shell. Putting your big stony nose in my business. We'll at least go down to the entrance of the Deep Roads, I guess. Probably as well we'll leave it for today. I mean, we've got nothing else to do in here. But we can go to... I mean, Kadash Tag doesn't take that long to do. It's just we're not doing it today. So, we'll go down to the Deep Roads here. And as you can see, there's Kadash Tag. Back in the Deep Roads. We'll walk there. We'll see if Shield's got anything to say when we get there, and then we can we'll probably just call it quits after that. Now this is another place where thankfully it is full of crystals. The type of crystals that Shield can equip. Now Kadash Tag, as you can see, it looks bigger than it is. Full of Darkspawn again, but Shield can tank, stand and damage. Morrigan's a beast and I can kill. But this is where we're going to call it for today. So next time we will go through Kadash Tag and we'll get this done. Golem's Memories. And then we will finish the Sword of the Better Side and Death Liliana's past done before making our way through the Urn of the Sacred Ashes. We know where to go for that because obviously the quest decided it wanted to fucking glitch on us, but still. That's everything for today. This is Daddy Gladdy signing out. Have a good day.